The story you are about to see is true. The names have not been changed to protect the innocent.
Hi, I'm Bailey Garfield. I'm a 7th grader at J-GYMS, or the Jane Goodall Environmental Middle School in Salem, Oregon. My film is about the rule of law and how laws change to reflect changes in today's society. I'm going to focus on the role that the police play in the rule of law. Well, the police don't make the laws, they enforce them, and how they choose to enforce them will change to reflect society. I chose this theme because one of our favorite games is a game called Cops.
Hi, I'm Garfield, and I'm the original inventor of Cops.
I'm going to demonstrate how to play the game of Cops. There's a cop, and he or she has a ball. And if someone does a crime, then they try to throw the ball at the person who did the crime before the person who did the crime runs a lap. If they run a lap first, then they are safe, and they will not be caught. But if they are caught, then they are caught.
Cops is basically a game of tag with more complicated rules and a bit of make-believe. Just like any game, if there weren't any rules, there would not be a game.
Ha! I got your queen. Now what are you gonna do?
Super King. I've got Super King. Super King kills all your players.
There's no such thing as Super King!
Just as chess without rules is not really chess, people can't live together without rules. In America, we call these rules laws.
My fellow Americans, I'm George Washington, and I support the U.S. Constitution because it is the supreme law of the land. All American laws are based on this document right here.
Just like the Constitution, Carter's original list of rules for cops has changed over time. As we've played the game, we've realized some rules just don't make sense, and we've added in new rules that do.
The rules of cops. The number 1 rule is that you cannot lie to the cop.
Rule number 2. If you argue with a cop or a witness and the cop agree against you, you are automatically in and everybody gets a free pass.
Rule number 3. Because we use various household objects to imitate or fake the real explosives or whatever they are, you have to tell the person that you are harming or killing what you're doing to them and what the device is. For example, if I was using dominoes as a grenade, you have to say, I'm blowing you up with a grenade.
Rule number 4. Smoking is not permitted as drugs. It is a different crime.
Rule number 5, it is prohibited to use candles. Instead, use other items that are not expensive or look very fragile. Rule number 6, in order to clear yourself of a crime, you must run 1 lap starting from the place that you committed your crime.
Rule number 7. If you're being chased by the cop and you get mugged, then you're automatically cleared of all charges, no matter what.
Rule number 8. If for graffiti, only graffiti, the cop has to say what wall you sprayed it on or where you did it.
Rule number 9. The cop has to say who you mugged, not where you mugged them.
Rule 10. Bribes are impermissible.
Just as rules and laws change over time, the way we look at cops has changed over time too. In the 1950s show, Dragnet, cops were serious and the stories were simple. Just the facts, ma'am. In the 1960s, TV went to paradise, and cops were shown protecting the spirit of aloha.
Book 'em, Dano!
Oh, McGarrett, I'll get you one day. You'll see.
By the 1970s, TV came back to the mainland, and cops were shown as bumbling, friendly goofballs who got to ride cool motorcycles. Sonny Crockett was the coolest of the cool, with his high fashion sense and big gun. Finally, cops went reality.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
While TV and movies aren't really real, they do hold up a mirror to our society, reflecting what we think and how we see our world.
The beauty of our Constitution is that it is a living document that was created to change as we changed as a people. We can thank our founding fathers for the fact that it's still in use nearly 250 years later, which shows how important it is and how well it works.
You're welcome.